Greetings, friends! My name is Charles Q. Banks, and I'd like to welcome you back to my playthrough of Banjo-Kazooie. Last time, I attempted, you guys watched, helped me with some emotional support, moral support as well, actually, as I attempted to destroy all of those blasted, bloody, horrible, awful snowmen in Freezeezy Peak. I hate them. They are the worst. I might hate them just as much as the green salamanders that attack you out of those holes in the sewer system. Maybe not. I don't know, it's difficult. I had had just as much difficulty with those enemies. Oh, okay. I just wanted to come back and at the beginning to get some extra lives, and we're back up to 5 lives now. 5 lives matter. And, make sure that I am well prepared for the journey ahead. Yes, last time I actually did get that Jiggy, and it isn't the absolute last Jiggy in Freezeezy Peak. It is the second to last Jiggy in Freezeezy Peak. There is one more that is necessary to get 100% completion of this game in Freezeezy Peak. Take that. And I have not got it because I need those special shoes. Those sneakers, white sneakers with the red dot. And I think this purple cauldron is the one I need to jump into in order to get up to the next level. And it is! Nice shortcut. Magical shortcut. I have no idea how that works. Probably some, interdimensional stuff, like a portal. Water does that in most video games. Adventure video games, at least. Especially sci-fi. So, here we are back in the wonderful cobweb living room. These webs are very cobbed. And, we have the more difficult to get honeycomb houses, I guess I could call them, with those eyeballs on them, in this room, showing that there has been an increase in difficulty.
That ugly bear, you feathered freak, is nothing but a stupid geek.
Yes. I understand, he is a geek for Nintendo. Or, he was. Rareware, more like. And now, there's a totally different, I can't remember what they're called. Oh, this is a place I can go into. I don't think I ever went in here before. It's kind of a icy place? Yes. I've never been in here. This is cool. A cool place. I like the colors. Blues and greens. I wonder why. It's funny, my favorite colors are blue and bluish green, and my eyes happen to be that same color. I wonder if that's just my egoism showing forth, how great I think I am. But yes, Rareware actually went debunked because they wanted to do things their way, and Nintendo wanted to do things their way, and they got someone else to do the third Banjo-Kazooie installment of the series, and it was panned by critics and fans of the series alike. Unfortunately, nuts and bolts, Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts, they turned a, free-roaming adventure platformer game into a car-building racing game with some adventure platforming in it. And that was obviously the absolute wrong thing to do. Well, yet another cool area. We have some, Aztec brick walls on either side of us. Well, stone on the right and brick on the left. Yeah. Get those silver skulls. The legend of the silver skull. That piranha can get us anywhere in this room. A little bit frightening, but I will brave the dangers of... Yeah! Take it! Oh, that was nice. didn't know I could do that. I thought they would be immune to me unless I egged them in the face. Okay, into this hole. One hole leads into another hole, leads into another hole. Into another hole, into another hole. This is a little bit more disconcerting area with red and purple brick. Reminds me of the underground levels in Super Mario. For some reason, when you'd fight Bowser. Lava level, I guess. There was a lava area, you know, stemming off of the cobwebbed living room.
It really does sound quite absurd. Adventure of a barren bird.
Yeah, I know, but not any more absurd than anything else in this crazy world. You included, Gruntilda. You're quite absurd yourself. Of course, you know, fairy tales, witches in fairy tales are rather commonplace, so I'm not really surprised that you exist, Gruntilda. Nice little alcoves. Ah! That lead to a new level. One that I need not go to yet. Yeah. How victorious. Ooh, spooky. That leads to Mad Monster Mansion. Oh, there's something over there. I didn't know it. Forgive me, all you watch. I have to do that platforming again. Isn't it horrible? Don't you dare. Yeah. Take that, you goldfish. Overgrown goldfish. Overgrown, overfed, overpaid. Okay, overhead, overbed. What are you? Is this deadly or something? It is deadly. Take an egg. I have no idea what you're doing here. Oh. That's just an enemy, I suppose. There have been many tree branch tentacle root enemies throughout gaming history. And it's difficult for me to think of one at the present moment. But it happened in Kirby quite often. Mario always had evil plants attacking. And they weren't necessarily evil, just, you know, man-eating monsters, Venus flytraps, that sort of thing. Of course, if everything is sentient in these Nintendo games, as are in Banjo-Kazooie, that is the case, then we can expect that even the eyeless Venus flytraps, or whatever you call them, I can't remember what they're actually called, in the Super Mario universe, Super Mario World, the world of Super Mario, because Super Mario World is a game, the title of a game. But yes, then we can assume that everything actually is doing what they do according to their own free will, which is mildly terrifying. A couple of episodes ago, I addressed the fact that the same team that made Banjo-Kazooie 1 and 2, Banjo-Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie, have returned in the form of another company that is, I think they're completely independent of obviously of Nintendo. They wouldn't go back to their sorry arms. But yes, they are now creating the game Yooka-Laylee, in which you play as the lizard Yuka and the bat Laylee, who sits on the back of Yuka, just as Kazooie is in the backpack of Banjo. And it began as a project on Kickstarter, and was thoroughly, perfectly funded on Kickstarter. Everyone was excited for it. So many people were so excited to fund it, and it just took off. And is fully funded, I think. Well, obviously, it is in production, and has been in production for, I think, a couple of years. 3 or 4, 2 or 3, 3 or 4. I haven't really been up on it, but I have seen some footage of the game, and it seems pretty cool. It has beautiful graphics, gigantic worlds.
You side with Banjo, but change tack.
I know, I've heard you say that already. I'm kind of tired of it. Where does that lead? This extra archway. This arched archway. This archway sure is arched. I don't know if that was open before. Never gone in here, though. Time to explore more! Ah! This is where I came from. Do not need to be in there. Well, wait, yes I do. In order to go to Gerudo's Valley from Ocarina of Time. No, that's not where I'm going. They don't exist in the same universe. They don't. Ah, and here are some mummies. They were not here before. And, of course, there is another reference that I can make towards the Ocarina of Time and Zelda games. Gibdos. They look like Gibdos. Both from Ocarina of Time, mummies. Similar to the horrifying other creatures. I can't remember what they're called. Do you need me to do something to you? Maybe this? Nope. You seem impervious, but perhaps not. Okay. I figured out that, in my opinion, getting these hits right on enemies is the single most difficult part of this video game. Yeah! Maybe that's the only way to destroy them. Well, I'm gonna do that every single time that I see them. Yeah! Take one feather off every single time. If that's what I need to do, then I must. But yes, so Yooka-Laylee has been in production. The boots! Boots away! And I've watched a bunch of playthroughs of the first level, because there hasn't been any more, any more of the production available. Get off my back, Beetle. Why did I do that? Yes. And we are back to Gobi's Valley. That's what we went to the last time we were here. If you've been following along on YouTube or Twitch.
You'll find one more move in here, Banjo.
Thank you, sir. I shall find it. I will. Okay. Oh, gosh. Yeah. Take that. Can't follow me in here. So last time in Gobi's Valley, we helped out this camel named Gobi. This tree looks thirsty, but I need all this water for myself. Sure you do. You selfish son of a gun. And, I thought that was what I was supposed to do. I'm just missing. There we go. Spit! Oh, that's the weirdest imagery ever. Oh, lovely water. Trunker feels great. Trunker? Trunker the palm tree? Why the long face? Huh? You knew that was coming. That question. So tall are you? Almost as tall as a normal palm tree. Yeah, that seemed slightly offensive. I'm sorry, you're just as tall as everyone else now. I mean, I gotta be honest. You haven't always been that stately, palmly. See, there are the shoes. I'm thinking that this is where I'll find the next one.
Ha! Don't think you can use these until you've found out how.
Everything is very squeaky, very, how do I say it? Kind of cocky. Puzzle piece! A Jiggy! Yes, in Yooka-Laylee, they call them the collectibles that you need to get in order to move on. They call them pages, because you're collecting pages. And most of the pages are in cages, which they call cages. And yeah, ukulele is an interesting phenomenon because the people at the original Rareware always wanted to do a third, completion to the title of Banjo-Kazooie, and were never allowed to. And so they left. And so ukulele is supposed to be the spiritual successor and the savior of modern platformers, and to infuse platforming and modern gaming with a tinge of the old style, which might help revitalize it. I am not doing well on life here. That's what I need! These boots, yes. Getting notes. Note-taking time. Taking all the notes. So yes, I like the idea of ukulele, because, I love old platformers, and I love this game. I love Banjo-Kazooie. I think it did deserve a third title to round out the series. But at the same time, all of the gameplay that I have seen of it, mainly from PlayStation Access, which is one of my favorite channels on YouTube, basically, just because, it's done mainly by British people, and I love listening to British voices and accents. But there's a guy named Rob, and his rants on, difficult bosses and things is pretty hilarious. I like it a lot. You should check it out. It's funnier than I am, surely. Ow. Oh, please. I hope I don't die this early. Oh, there it is. The Wall Masters from Ocarina of Time. That's what I was thinking. And now I get you. I get you good. No fingers for you. Extra life for me. So it's kind of funny, because in this level there is deadly sand, which is hot. And yet there is, it's kind of like sinking sand, but apparently there are speaking worms who are hiding in this hot sand. Not only is it hot and scalding, but there are also living worms who will chomp your feet to the bone inside it. But strangely enough, this quicksand, which is falling from above, does not hurt you at all. I don't really understand that logic, but whatever. There's not a whole lot of logic which actually makes sense in this world. That's why I call it one of the most interesting and unique games that I've ever seen. The style of this game will never be matched by anyone. And, which is, strangely to my point, I like the idea of ukulele, but it is trying too hard, it seems, and Rareware people are trying too hard to make ukulele just like this game, without actually being Banjo-Kazooie. The way that everything works in ukulele is almost the same. There are a lot of similar mechanics. There are feathers that you collect, albeit for different reasons. Not for flying, but as actual, money to spend at different places. Totally missed you, bulbous beetle. Dar-ba-dar! Do not laugh at me, mocking little insect. I need you. But yes, I am not too... I'm impressed with the graphical and technical side of ukulele, but not too impressed with what they're trying to do with it. I appreciate the fact that Rareware is the one who came up with Banjo-Kazooie, and came up with the original, and came up with all of the everything about this. The music, they have the same music director and, instrumentation going on in the game, same writers, and everything. It's all the same people, and they all came together to make something that they wanted to make and had been kept from making for years. And I appreciate that. I respect them for that. But to be honest, I wish... Just let me take a moment here to rant. I wish that they, instead of trying to create another Banjo-Kazooie game with a different branding, that they would have tried to do something completely different and revitalize the platforming genre in a new and interesting way, rather than just go back to the old styles and make something that's almost the same as what this is and what this was. Because everything that I watched about Yooka-Laylee only made me want to watch and play Banjo-Kazooie. It didn't make me really want to watch Yooka-Laylee, and I know that everyone else in the world who actually plays games and loves Banjo-Kazooie disagrees with me, because they're getting the Banjo-Kazooie that they always wanted. But yeah, I wish that there was a bit more, I don't know, uniqueness and individuality to Yooka-Laylee than just being a Banjo-Kazooie clone. I don't like games that are clones of other games, even to pay homage to them, or homage, depending on who you are. So, you get my gist. Again, I like the idea, I like the beauty, the direction of, you know, the directors, of how they are dealing with the graphical side of video games and using it to the fullest. That was a useless venture. Ah, yes. Do not do that. Hey, idiot. No! You know when you hit me. Take that. How many arms do you have, sir? Yes, so I will probably play Yooka-Laylee sometime in the future if I get a PS4, which I desperately desire to have. There's so many PS4 games that I wish I could play. And not just play, but also record and do gameplay of. That would be wondrous. If I could play like Bloodborne, or Dark Souls 3, or let's see, yeah, Yooka-Laylee, and others. Uncharted, I'm kind of interested. It's kind of it seems like a so-so game, like, but it's made by one of my favorite gaming brands, which is what's it called? Naughty Dog. They did Crash Bandicoot, which is my favorite platformer. Even more than this one. And, so, yeah, I want to play Uncharted. What else do I want to play? I'll give the Witcher series a try if I can get a hold of a PS4. The original Crash Bandicoot games, as I've said before on this channel and on these games.
Well, hey, you just passed your best note score for this world.
Yeah, the whole collection of the original PS1 Crash Bandicoot games has been rejuvenated and is being released soon for the PlayStation 4. I keep saying PS4. It's not very specific. I don't like to always use the acronym. Oh, hello, Jinjo. I think I got you the last time. So I should have known that you were there. But you took me by surprise.
Jinjo!
Okay, where am I going now? I think that's where Gobi was. Freed him from his mortal bonds. That's not true. Freed him from his natural bonds. I think I already got the Jiggy from that area. So, going to sidle up to this Snoopy dog face. See what I can do. No, that's... okay. Really? Yeah. Wow, I got fall damage and heat damage. Hup! Whee! Okay, while we're here, I might as well fly through that cactus thing and hopefully not get stung. That's not really what happens when you get... that's... oh yeah. That's exactly what I didn't want to happen! Oh, man. Is there another house? Dun-da! Yes, I died. Let's try that again. Hopefully not get hurt as much. Okay. Not suck as much. as a lot of people nowadays say. I think the only reason to go down there is those eggs. And a Jinjo across the way, of course. Got that. So yes, I'm really interested in... Oops. Yes, I know what you were about to say. Don't desert the desert. I know. Okay, moving backwards instead of forwards. Getting the yellow Jinjo. Your yellow-bellied Jinjo.
But I am yellow-bellied. What are you trying to say?
No, nothing. You're just a yellow-bellied Jinjo. I need to take so many notes in this game. This isn't high school. Alright. Or even college. Making dumb jokes. This is the classic playthrough that you were hoping for, is it not? Yes, it is. Because no matter what, if you're tuning in, it's because you like me, and I appreciate that. I know that. Now I sound like the arrogant self that I am. Oh, here's the thing. Let's try this again, shall we? I think I'm gonna try and get the flying bits before I try and do anything else, like get all of the notes, because I could potentially get all of the notes, or most of them, 99 of them, and then fail miserably at the flying thing and die again, just like I did. I made the quick assumption when I started flying that this is an intuitive system of flight. As you can see, it's obviously not. It just feels really cool to be able to fly freely around, and it's very responsive when you're not shooting forward like a missile. But when you are shooting forward like a missile, it is incredibly difficult to aim. And that's the thing. Okay, so now I have to make sure to land, and that animation just took about 5 seconds away from the time that was meant for me to get there. How idiotic. How jerky. How jerky of you. More cobwebs, and a strange fleshy apparatus mass sitting over there. Oh, this is memorable music. Yet again, reminding me of Donkey Kong 64 because of the music. Even the levels. Every platformer game has to have... Oh, you're not a fleshy lump.
Hello, my friend. I am Ruby. Can I be some help? No?
We're looking for treasure, Pipe Boy.
Pipe Boy, wow.
Very good. I see some up there. It is yours if you can get it. Yes?
They totally made an India joke right there. What's going on here? Yep, he's smoking his pipe, and he has a little pink thing. Echidna? Who knows? Looks kind of like an echidna, kind of like... It's a worm, isn't it? There's no other way to say it. Oh, yes, exactly. Oh. I see, said the blind man. Totally missed. Oh, and wasn't able to retrieve him. Oh, yeah. Come on. I need to wait. Jeez. Patience! Patience is a virtue.
Oh. Ah, 1,000 thanks, my friend. His stuff will now help you with your quest. But I gotta get...
Woo! Okay. Take hold of his neck. Oh, and hi-yah! Jiggy time! Time to get jiggy with it. Why haven't I made that joke yet? Hi-yah! I don't need that. Yeah, that's all this room was about. Good to know you, sir. Thank you. And thank you, Histal. Cool. Well, that was fairly straightforward. Yep, already got everything in this room. Just need to make sure. Yeah. Cool. Ha! I like that. I like simple and to the point. And there are leaves here. Weed? Is that what he's smoking? Oh, well, I won't ask any more further questions. He's the only humanoid creature, other than Gruntilda, that I have actually met who was not a bear or an animal. Very interesting. So there are humans in this world. And, okay. So, my next goal is to go... Wow, that's very steep. I didn't think she could get up this path. Up! Ah. That was this place. That opened the door to this place, that target. The beautiful beetle. I must destroy him. And take his life. Yes. I do not need a PS4 to play certain games that are, you know, modern games. What I plan to do with this here channel, mainly, aside from my literary reviews, which will still be coming out, but not very regularly, because I cannot force myself to do those things very consistently. It takes a lot of time, a lot of research, which I do not usually have, owing to my chronic illness. Doing video game playthroughs is relatively low stress compared. Good thing I'm not hurting myself on this guy again. Yeah, the Wall Masters in Zelda were absolutely horrific. Those things are pale in comparison. I'll go ahead and get some notes. Might as well, why not? Oh yeah, that's for this place, isn't it? Need to get the Jinjo. Make sure I have all the feathers. 50. 50 is the max. Now where do I go? There we go. So now if I go through there, my life will be increased. By half of a honeycomb? I don't know if I need another one yet. Or more, in order to fully complete one honeycomb piece. It's fun that you can just slide down and don't totally fall off of things when you do. But yes, as I was saying, Dark Souls 2, which has been panned by critics, but acclaimed by fans, is on Steam, and I want to play it in the future. Not just because I like the Dark Souls series, but because I want to see how bad it actually is in comparison to the other Dark Souls, because I have Dark Souls 1, and play it from time to time. I have not finished it. Extremely long games I love, but I also find it difficult to keep playing it over a series of months or weeks. If I don't play it all the time, like every day, I kind of lose interest. Unless I'm doing it on here, which gives an added layer of incentive, as I have said before. So, where is the pad in order to get... Oh yeah, just on the Sphinx. I'll go all the way back there and make sure that I am able to easily hit up another flight pad. Yes, every platforming game has to have all of the themed places, like desert place, winter place, forest place. It wouldn't be a platformer game without it, really. I mean, it could be, but most people just don't do that. Like Spyro was a little odd in that it did things that were very unusual. It had themes that were weird, but it did tend to the same things, because, I mean, how many otherworldly places can you possibly think of that don't have something to do with what we've seen, cultures that we've seen here on Earth? Flying through that and didn't know why.
Summon all the hidden rings of the ancients to beat the witch.
Okay, sir. What did that open? I don't pay attention. I need to pay attention, for heaven's sake. Oh. Okay, so his mouth didn't open. That is not what happened. Oh, hello. What do you here? How do you do, sir?
Well, hey, you just passed your nerd score. Thank you.
Hi. What are you doing? Is this just where you live now? Oh, that was cute.
Bah, that's it. I'm leaving this desert to find some peace and quiet.
I would too, if a bear tracked you down twice and slammed the beak on your back. Oh man, that thing needs to open. It must! Open sesame! That would open if this were actually a real, you know, desert Egypt type place. Oh! I need that life. I need it so badly. I like lives. So yeah, I'm downloading Dark Souls, and I definitely like it, even if it is more difficult and more, you know, they don't have as much streamline as the original Dark Souls. But I think it will do well on this channel because it still has that classic difficulty level. The people who made Dark Souls and the series, From Software in particular, are those who generally appreciate the fact that video games in general have taken a beating in the last 20 years when it comes down to difficulty. Games, the original Super Mario, all the different games that you think of as like the original video game, all of them are now like things of the past. Their difficulty levels are like, have been considered too much back in the 90s and 2000s. And so when 3D really got easy to do with a lot more technological advances and a lot more funding going into video games, people chose to expedite the graphical and technical side of making games look good and neglected making them difficult. Ah, here is Bottles. Let me speak to Bottles before I continue that thought.
These are the running shoes.
Yes, I've seen them everywhere.
Pinky wears them on her scrawny feet to make her run really fast for a limited time. Well played, Banjo. You've now learned all the moves in the game.
No kidding. Wowzers. Yeah, we are all halfway done with the game now. Halfway through the game, you get all the moves it can possibly do. And I think that's good pacing because they knew in making Banjo-Kazooie that it would be difficult to have this massive move list without spacing out the learning of them. Oh, what's going on? Grandma's got a jiggy, ner. That's an interesting thing to say. Ner. Okay, what say you that? Cool. What's ah, there you are. I get it. Bear's too slow. Ner. Okay, so I just have to wait, and then he will come up out of the ground like a mole, and I will snatch the jiggy from his hand. I'm waiting, sir. Waiting, sir, mummy. Come on, come on, come on. Where are you? I hear you. Aha! Oh! Oh, dang it. You know, I bet I probably need those shoes if I'm going to do this area. Aha! So that's how it works. What happens is I go to the edge of the map, and when I get close, he just totally disgraces me by taking thing back. Okay, so that won't work. I definitely need those shoes. How? Okay, here we go. And I need the boots as well in order to get those notes. And I need those notes in order to get all the notes in the world. And I need all the notes in the world if I am going to get 100% completion on this game! Once again, this is my first playthrough of the game, if you couldn't already tell. And, so, forgive me if I'm not able to just 100% complete this in 5 minutes or less. I'm experiencing it as you are. Oh, dang it. Well, I got those. Yep, he senses my presence and draws back his offering hand. How deceitful! To be betrayed like that. To have the carrot, or the jiggy, per se, dangled before my face and withdrawn from me so cruelly. Truly is cruel. It cruelly is true. The truth is cruel. Okay. Just exploring, just exploring. So there's a pad with her face on it. Kazooie's face. I haven't gone inside the Sphinx yet. Ah, he is no longer in the same place. Which means I have to go all the way back to the pad on the Sphinx in order to get through that hole again. Go inside the ring. Banjo and Kazooie, new challengers to the ring, have now entered the ring. Okie dokie. Ah, I see what I'm doing. I am... Okay, around the cacti, and uh-oh. See? It's very difficult to aim! Got it. Very graceful. Okay, I get what's going on. It's like those golden idols. Those, crocodiles in the Bubble Gloop swamp. I had to put eggs in their mouths, and then they would disappear and reappear somewhere else. Interesting. So as you can see, they're not all the same. Oh, I messed up. Got too close to the wall. I need to get out of here. Okay, that's enough of that. I'm glad that that doesn't take any items, that you don't have to collect items or fuel in order to use the boots. Okie dokie. This seems like a small level, but they sure did cram a whole lot of stuff in here. Yeah, when you've played a lot of old games, you start to get thankful when they don't make things harder just all the time. For example, these golden bears, what are they? Dogs? Do not have timers on them, which they very well could have made that difficulty a little bit harder. Yeah, which reminds me of what I was talking about, the fact that all video games from a certain era, the like third generation, I don't know, like third generation, fourth generation, I don't know exactly what the differences are.
Only joking, mortal. We can only give you this.
What? Okay. That's exactly what I wanted, but whatever, sir. Whatever you're good with. Why does that work so bad? Where am I going? Oh, good. Right next to a bee-filled honey pot. Stay away. I keep forgetting what to do. There we go. Now then. Hi-ya! Stay away, bees. I'm too fast for you. Don't even try it. This is fun. If you were able to just immediately outrun bees, it might be a fun thing to do, to just anger a bee's nest and know that you can get away without ever getting hurt. Yeah, that's what gameplay is. That's what practice is. Is a challenge without the added the added penalty of real life. At least that's what I call it. Practice. That's what a game is practice in puzzle mechanics and in dexterity. Ooh. There wasn't even a hole there, and he just retracted himself into the wall. Oh, I get it. Now I have to go all the way around and shoot eggs in your face again. Almost fell off. But yeah, so in the third or fourth generation, the generation after Nintendo 64, like on the PlayStation 2, they started making games, and on the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, they started making games for casual players. And, all games were just of the same difficulty level starting off in the old days. I totally missed. It was just, they made it challenging, and you could either beat it, and everyone could beat it if they spent enough time on it. Although, there's a strange phenomenon that there are only certain games that I can play now that I just can't. I can't do it now. But I could do it when I was young. And I don't know if everyone has that experience. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. But I certainly did. And there are some games, of course, that I just couldn't make. I couldn't do. I couldn't win. I couldn't do anything with them when I was a child, but I can now play with relative ease. I think it's just, like, as an adult you have a lot more patience, and as a child you just have a lot of time. You're not necessarily more patient as a child, but as a child you just can dedicate all your free time to whatever you want. And, that's what I'm doing right now. Just doing what I want, but that's also because I'm unemployed, basically, and not in education at the moment. I am a NEET in this season of my life. Not because I want to be, but because I am ill, and I don't want to be ill. And finally, we make it into the pyramid. So I somewhat appreciate the change from difficulty to easy.
This is King Sandybot's tomb. Turn back or face...
I missed that last part. Can you say that again, please? I do that a lot. I'm thinking of other things, and just am not able to get that last word. Oh, dear. So this is going to be a challenge. Like I was saying, I appreciate the change from really hard to relatively easy. Here we go.
You chose not to heed our warning. Prepare to run.
Okay, I'm prepared. Oh crap. This is a maze. Pan's Labyrinth, not Pan's Labyrinth. Minotaur's Labyrinth sort of setup here. Oh man, that music doesn't help at all. Oh, that's nice. Extra collectibles. Oh, please don't die. Don't kill me. I have no idea where I'm going. This camera is very helpful in making this more stressful. Oh, that was cool. Alright. I'm trying to get to the center, I believe. I'm glad I didn't go down that route. Oh, that's exactly where I'm supposed to be. The center is not where I'm supposed to be. Oh, crap. Oh! Whoa! Jeez. Oh my gosh, you immediately die. Oh, woo! Oh, see? That's what I'm talking about. That is the type of challenge that just doesn't really exist often. Well, at least it didn't in those, 4th or 5th generation games. In Crash Bandicoot 2, it was still very challenging. In Crash Bandicoot 3, you could really tell that the difficulty was being more homogenized, meaning that everyone could play. Holy moly! This really makes you fast. Good grief. Can you just do this all the time? Oh. Well, maybe it does have a time limit. Yeah, it does. Just like 10 seconds or something. I'm gonna get that again. See how far I can make it with those things on. That is fun. Jeez. There we go. I don't think you can go on. Nope, you can't. Good to know. You can't go on the hurty lava sand. That's what I'm gonna call it. No, on the hurty lava sand. Blast. Not sure what you need to use that for. Interesting. Well, it definitely gets you started out faster. It's good. It's good. Once I get all of the notes, I will take on that challenge again. Pyramid challenge. I may cut out some of this for YouTube, just to get back to where I was. So, if so, prepare for a jump cut. Yeah, so I'm going for all of the aerial attacks before I move on to that difficult area. I don't know what accent that is. It sounds kind of like a strange Frenchman. I am used to making French sounds. Of course, that's just, making fun of the French accent. But, whatever. Okay. I am concentrating on flying this plane with lots and lots of skill. Vigorously, I will fly you safely to your destination. Please, please make it. Yes. Summon all the hidden rings of the ancients to beat the witch. Oh, I see. You were luring me with the promise of defeating the witch for me by allowing me to go through the rings first. Oh, I got it. Somehow I didn't. All you have to do is touch the rings. Touch the ring. Okay, well, that's easy enough. Okay, I touched it, but didn't happen. Yeah, and there's no way to change the camera in midair, which, yeah, that is definitely the downfall of Banjo-Kazooie's playthrough, in my opinion. I said it was intuitive, it just isn't. It's still fun, it's just difficult, and I don't think they meant it to be difficult. That's the thing about the difficulty of a lot of old games, is that the developers had the know-how to make it maybe a good-looking game with a very interesting premise, or just some really nice features, like Sonic existed for speed, need to go fast, have to go fast, and it had a polished look to it. Only joking, mortal. We can only give you this. Well, thanks, immortal. I guess you are the immortals, I suppose. Not so... please don't hit the wall and fall. Okay. Where is that? I need to find that Jiggy before I do anything else. I mean, it's kind of calming to just be flying in the air and going a long ways. But truly, it is not easy to get where you want to. Yippee! Yahoo! Okay, now I have to get that honeycomb piece in the gaping maw of death, in between the teeth of the... I almost said cucumber. The teeth of the cucumber. Well, that, you know, you could call, what is it? It's a cucumber porcupine. Oh my. Go in between the teeth of the cucumber porcupine. Ow! Well, I got through it, even though I got hurt. Cool. Now I just need 2 more of those, and I will be doing great. I think flying is the only way that you can get to the top of here. So, here I am. Oh, please. You see what I'm saying? See what I mean? Ooh. Can I go over the top of this? No, but that looks kind of beautiful. Invisible walls, of course. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Spyro 2 or 3? No, the original Spyro was the first game that did the invisible walls like a shield, like an electronic spear. That if you hit the wall, then it made an electric, like a sound, and a radial effect. Blue radial electronic effect. I'm sure there's an easier way to say that, I just like to use large words. And my general vocabulary is actually, hopefully, being replaced with only large words, because I can't remember an easy way to say that. But yeah, I remember running into those things and just being like, whoa, this is cool, and then running into it again and again and again just to see the effect. I don't know if any of you remember that, but that was also in another desert area, where there were strange orc people that would, that had uniforms on, like revolutionary soldiers, and had butt flaps, strangely enough, and they would literally moon you. And that's one of the strangest things I ever saw in a video game, that you actually had bad guys that would moon you. Like, I'm sure that some stuff like that happens in Conker. Conker's Bad Fur Day, but not in a game like this, or like Spyro.
Grunty's race you cannot beat until you find some faster feet.
I gotcha. I found them. Just now, out of the corner of my eye. Yes, this is it. Faster feet it is. So I can put these on and run, but can I do the ground pound? Oh my gosh. This is not going to be the run that will get me to the other side. Oh, I get it. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I see. So if you just have the feet on, then running up here will be made easier by the fact that you can just run over that button and it will be activated. Oh gosh. Not getting up there. Those feet are so fast that just getting to the top area halfway through is not fast enough in the normal way. Well, malarkey. Malarkey and crumpets. Okay. Here I am again. Here I am again. That's not actually a song, I'm just making up, you know, lyrics right now. Here we go! Alright, this'll be fun. Come on. Don't do that to me! Don't make a cutscene that takes time away from my run. Jeez. Like I said, that is a jerk move. Saving some time? Oh, okay. Woohoo. The camera moves at its own rate. Oh, this is gonna be close. Oh! Blast! Oh! Oh! Curses. That was close. Okay, where is... Okay. Is there a way to jump up? Oh well. Here we go again. Take 3. Whoop! Yeah, please, please. Dang it, can't interrupt that cutscene. But I realized late that you can actually jump the shorter bits, like this. Which is probably what you need to do all the way up. Come on. Come on. I will do it this time. It's not so difficult now. Oh, please, please. Ooh. See, they made it so that you have to do the exact right thing. They don't leave a second to make that easier on you. So yeah, Crash Bandicoot 3, a lot of Super Mario games, it was easy to beat. The original Super Mario was really stinking difficult. So many bosses, so many Bowsers to beat. I'm thinking that this area won't always be underwater. Oh gosh. Get out of there! Alright. I'm just gonna get the Jiggy, and I will be on my way. Well, the Jiggy and the notes, of course. Oh. It actually opens the door. And lowers the water level. Now, we now have a waterfall coming out of the pyramid, and raising the water level of that area. So now I have to swim for those notes, rather than just... And it might have cooled down the sand enough in that area. Oh, cool. I love areas where you can just splish around in some shallow water. That's one of my favorite things about Nintendo 64 games. Like, when playing Mario 64 for the first time... Oh, that's a face! I didn't notice that. How cute. Teeth. Nose. Oh, those look like they can be ground-pounded. Well, he didn't like that, but... No, those are just eyes. Well, maybe I'll just... That guy is bigger than the other two. Ooh, I didn't know you could get up here. Oh gosh, I'm not even trying that. Getting out. Well, actually, you know what? They did me a disservice. I need to go challenge those guys.
You do me great disservice, sir. Will you not satisfy me?
Oh. Oh, I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Good gosh. Well, at least I got that Jiggy. Yes, I thought that I had pressed the buttons with those mummies that would cause me to go into invincible mode, and it just didn't happen. I had one life left, and I was chancing it. That's exactly what I deserved. Do I need those boots for anything? There's just eggs here. I really don't need them. Okay, that's enough. Now for this music. It's even better. Don't need to go up there. Whoa. Just getting all of the collectibles with my fast feet of glory, my sneakers. So yeah, as I was saying, Sonic, because I'm going fast, that's what, I'm going to talk about now. Sonic had great presentation, and you could go fast. In a way that was presented as super fast. Because the camera was zoomed in on Sonic in all of the Sonic games, to the point that if you sped across the screen, it would look like he was going faster than he was, because I don't know if you've seen the game theory video on that, on the speed of Mario and Sonic. Just look up Game Theory Sonic, and I think you'll be able to find it. But yes, Mario in the original game is actually going faster than Sonic in his games, which is astounding. You don't feel like you're going incredibly fast when you're playing Mario, but that's just because the camera is laid out in a different way. You're zoomed out so that you can see ahead of you in all the Mario games. And, the speed fluctuates in all the different games, but in the original Mario game, he was going the fastest. You could just truck across the whole length of the game in a very short time, if you know how to do it. Of course. Obviously. Okay. So yeah, you have to play through these levels multiple times, especially if it's your first time playing and you don't really know what you're doing. Like I don't. And that's the main critique about this game, other than the flight or the swimming, because those are just technical things. Those are things that make it more difficult, and from a technical standpoint. And that I think they could have just made that smoother, and it wouldn't be as difficult. But yeah, the fact that all the notes come back and you have to get them all again, and all of the Jinjos if you haven't gotten the Jiggy from them, that's extremely punishing. But punishing in a classic way. That's why I'm playing these games, because I enjoy the challenge. So, what am I doing? Oh yeah, the water filled up this area. So, and the notes are here. Not going to miss them. I'm in try-hard mode now. I'm not going to get hurt anymore.
Don't hurt me anymore, man.
Don't break my heart any more than you have, game. And again, it seems like I'm ragging on this game a lot, but no, I really enjoy it. Like, Freeze Easy Peak, I died over 5 times, and 3 or 4 of them were just from the flying stunts. It wasn't even just me being an idiot, it was mainly just the flying stunts that got me. And, you know, that made it more difficult, but I liked that level. The level design was really cool. It was an open area with a giant snowman in the middle that you could climb up, and there was a sledding area. Oh yeah, this thing. I have to be really good about this. I'm gonna turn back and not face your wrath. I'm gonna be smart this time. I know I can remember, probably, and do it, but I don't want to die again before I get all of the notes and jiggies that I can. So, how many jiggies? Why does it say 19 this time? I don't know why. It says 19 or 25 in every single area. Maybe that's how many... I don't know. Maybe that's how many I've gotten out of worlds, and 25 is the number that I've gotten total. I'll have to look into that. Okay, so I've opened up that area. Yeah. I'm just going down.
I'm going down!
Mayday, mayday! Okay. Note time. And once again, the xylophone kicks in. Up, 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 up. Ba-doodle-doodle-doo. You can't fly from this area now. You can book 'em. Oh yeah. There aren't that many notes in this area, which kind of frustrates me. What's my note score? Is it 47? 47, I believe. Whoop, whoop. What was that sound? Like a ding ding. Sounded like something dropped from above that was valuable and made of gold. Alright, journeying upwards, ever upwards. I don't need to get this thing again, because I already got it. That will do nothing. Good. Good, 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 good. Up, onto the top of this building is where I think the next button is that I can get. I don't know why I went that way. Okay. Come on. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They do give you a bit more time on that one. Probably because there's... How do I defeat you guys without using the normal... Ow. He literally said ow. Oh. Yeah, I think they're just impervious. But for your... Yeah, I already did this. That's nice to know. Stay here, mummy. Live out the rest of your miserable days in a place you can't get out of. That's horrible. Mummies surely are cursed creatures. I should have put him out of his misery, but I had no reason to. Other than to put him out of his misery. I don't pity him that much. It seems like his mind has totally gone and he cannot even tell what's going on in his life. It's like he has Alzheimer's or something. But I don't know that for sure. Maybe he just has forgotten all speech and all he knows now is pain and loathing. That's why he comes at me all the time. I don't know about you guys, but when watching playthroughs, I like to hear the sound of the clicks of the buttons. And it makes me happy. I'm especially happy because this is an old keyboard, and it's particularly loud. That almost sounds like a typewriter. You know, it has that old library computer sound, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, it is Z and C right. There we go. You die! You are the first to be put out of your misery. And again, these are humanoid creatures. I'm assuming they were once humans, and yet you actually tear them limb from limb. And, you know, the ends of the limbs aren't red blood, but, you know, close enough. They're orange. It's craziness. Wow, that's kind of a cool little thing that they didn't have to do. Kind of shows the air coming down. Or sand flowing in. Not sure, but that's a nice little effect. A very nice feature. Okie dokie. Okay. Hokkaido. Kanto. Etc. I need those things. Oh yes! Haha! I know exactly what to do. I need to find those fast shoes and get to the other side. I don't know why I need these boots right here. Just to, well, gotta make sure I didn't miss anything here. Bum, bum, bum. Yep, that's all. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need for life and godliness. Oh! He sounds so disappointed whenever you end an era of boot using. Please? Yes. Perfect! You can do long jumps with these things. Beautiful. Okay, not using that. Alright. Hiya! Got it! Grabbed it.
Grabber's got a jiggy. Ner.
No, I've had that 1,000 years.
Well done, mortal.
Oh, goodbye. Take it. Wondrous I am at this game. Aren't I? After those... How many times did I die then? I have no idea. Well, I started, I think... Oops. No! Please, no. I started with... 8? Maybe? 9? Not sure. So I've only died 3 times, which is actually nice. That's it's basically a par. Excuse me. Still a little sick. Not really sick. I'm not contagious. Oh, that's what those boots are for. I totally forgot. I was looking straight at the reason why and didn't realize it. Oh, burp. Come on. My ear itches. I'm sure you needed to know that. That would have been obvious if I just started itching my ear without actually telling you, but I needed to tell you because I need to tell you guys everything that's on my mind. I need to keep talking consistently, or else you guys will be so bored watching this wonderful game I'm playing. Sarcasm it all is, but truthfully, and I think I've said this before, okay. Is this the last Jiggy I need? Totals. I need to look at the totals.
Meep.
I'm sure that was loud for the mic. 2 out of 2, 8 out of 10, 69 out of 100. I am going to come back, so please wait. So, for all those watching, this will be the end of the current stream and the end of the current video. I am going to cut it here and resume in just 5 minutes for those watching the stream. And for all you YouTubers out there, thanks for watching. My name is Charles Q. Banks. Please consider patronizing me on Patreon, subscribing and liking, of course, all of that if you actually like it. If you don't have to, obviously. And so, I will see you next time, and we will finish Gobi's Valley. Thanks for watching, and I bid you adieu, farewell, and God bless.